start
Yes.
recording.
Very much.
Hello, everybody. This is Jack in the Box James in the Souls in the Box podcast with Robert and Maniac. We're back, kind of.
Howdy.
Yep.
So
Let's get it done.
on today, on
Today on today.
on
Today
Sorry, ladies and
on-
gentlemen.
Robert's
We
laptop
have
adventure,
Yeah.
male loneliness and
Ah.
I was gonna say
crossovers, and Baki. I forgot Baki was on this thing. I completely eliminated Baki from my head. We'll start with Robert's laptop adventures.
This should be fun. Okay. This goes back about a month now. Yeah, give or take a month now. My laptop was mostly okay. Except for one particular problem. There was a bump right in between like the touchpad and the spacebar.
Ooh.
Now it had that for a little while. But then it just slowly growed like up a bit and more. To the point where it's like the spacebar barely wanted to work at times. Not great, right? It reached a state where it started creaking. I was like, oh, okay, no, this has got to go somewhere. As such, I look for a repair place. At first, I think, God, I have to go all the way to Myrtle Beach to find one. That's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
Right.
But it would have sucked.
Because for me, it's about an hour's drive, 45 minutes to 1 hour all the way there, and then 45 minutes to an hour all the way back. Thankfully, there is a spot in town where I can get my laptop fixed. It turned out to be Radio Shack.
Oh no.
Ours is still open. Pretty much, I mean, they're doing all right. All things considered.
Well,
but
they're privately owned. That's why they're still up. It's privately owned. Any Radio Shack that's still up nowadays are privately owned. I like speaking of privately owned, that reminded me of like fucking Blockbuster being like, since like they're the only one in that one state, they're like bullied a little bit. Anyway, continue on your laptop adventures.
So I go there, check to see if the owner can fix it. Okay. He tells me he can. It costs $20, right? I did that on a Tuesday. I give him 20, give him the laptop. Well, no. It'll be a $20 deposit for any parts and whatnot. Okay, cool. Flash forward to that Friday. He calls me, he's like, hey, I found a new part, found a new battery. Because that was the problem. The battery was dying.
If something was growing like that, I figure, maybe the battery's a little fucked.
Yeah. Thankfully, that didn't damage anything else. But like, I sleep better now knowing there's not a bomb about 5 feet away from me. At best.
Wake up looking like fucking Two-Face.
Yeah?
What happened? I've been watching the animated series of the old DC. Like, damn, those are actually pretty fucking good.
Yep.
And I'm now like season 2 of the animated Batman series, almost done with it. And like Batman showed up, Flash showed up, and then it gets more crazier at the end of season 3, where there's a bunch of crossovers. Even Ra's al Ghul showing up fucking. It's like, oh, well, nothing can defeat Superman. Oh yeah, like the last episode was like, oh yeah, here's Doctor Fate just fucking casually Superman knows Doctor Fate. I'm like, where the fuck did this transpire?
Transpire?
Transpire.
Oh look, it's a transpire.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? You know what?
I don't know.
Either a trans set up that fire, or it's a transformer on fire.
Or it could be like, the nuclear option.
That
We're just all
what?
we're just all fucking dead, and that's like the brief 10 seconds we have of hallucination.
Of life?
Yeah.
You meant to say life, right?
Yeah. Gotta clean out my ears, bro.
Yeah.
Really
Um,
good at cleaning his ears.
Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take
damn
another
it.
piss.
Time to take a piss.
Either way. Fucking Friday. Calls me. The guy calls me up, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Hey, I found the part. Gonna cost about 60? 60. I told him, okay, yeah, go
Okay,
ahead,
that
buy it.
makes sense.
And then flash forward to next Tuesday, and it's like, huh. I know they only work weekdays, but like, probably be updating when I came in. Maybe I should check in, right? So I go back to Radio Shack. I talk to the ladies that's there, and it's like, oh, you didn't know? He's on vacation for the week. You mean to
Just
tell
didn't-
me that I gave him the laptop and he ordered a part and he's just gone for the week?
Blood is missing for the week.
And it's like, there was nothing I could do. He has the laptop. The part's not in anyway, so it just has to wait. I just get to wait. I'm like, God fucking damn it. That's when the podcast, when I had to use my phone, happened.
Yeah. Last podcast episode. That took forever to fucking upload because YouTube denied it twice.
Why?
I don't know. It just
Because you said
wouldn't-
something about being the greatest terrorist or something?
No, that episode already got
But
uploaded.
that was the one before.
Oh. Well, the one before was the... That's why. Because
What?
we had mostly the content from,
The directs and
mhm.
It just
stay and
wouldn't
play.
process. It'd get done processing, wouldn't do anything. So I had to like. So it literally was uploaded like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. At least it did get uploaded.
Yeah, I didn't check for copyright yet.
Fuck's sake. So, he's gone for the week. I'm just stewing in it, right? I'm waiting. Next week. He's like, hey, I think about that. Tuesday? Thursday? He calls me up and is like, hey, it's done. You can come in and get it whenever you want. No, it was that Wednesday after. I remember. And I was like, okay, cool, great, I can finally go get it. Mind you, it's almost near closing for them. But it's been long, I get there, he hands me the bill, and it's like, hey, it's 100. Because that's to cover the difference for the part and all the labor and whatnot.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Unfortunately, I only had exactly 100.
Bro could not cover
So-
sales tax.
Yeah, and tax and whatnot. So it's like, okay, great. Well, I've already made it here, and I don't feel like walking out without that. So I'll just bite the bullet and go broke for 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 a day or two. It's fine.
Um, that reminds me, I can finally spend. Well, my grandma saw how much money was in the bank. She's like, "All right, you're gonna take 1K and put it in your savings again." And I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I know, but I'm gonna take 500 instead because I do want to buy the Valve Index.
What?
Yeah, I'm getting a Valve Index with boxes. Buying the bundle.
You know,
How many boxes do I need?
Alright.
Like 4 of them actually.
I'm not sure.
2 work, but 4 would probably be better. Are they wireless or wired?
What? Which parts?
The box.
You mean the base stations?
Yeah.
They're wired. But they're
Oh.
not wired to computer, they're wired to a outlet.
Oh, okay, I'm balling. Because I'm literally gonna like put shelves in the corner of my room and have them just look over down at me.
Yeah, that's the. Well, one of them has to be. One of them has to be on somewhere up high. So yeah, the shelf. The other one has to be in the opposite corner of your room, on the floor, or on a platform that's low, preferably.
On
So
the
in my
floor.
case, since one of my base stations is too high, I'd have to move it on the floor. When do I remember to? But if I had like I don't know a shelf that reached the floor, I could put it on the bottom shelf of that.
I don't have that.
Then you're gonna have to put it on the floor.
Yeah.
I
Rest in piss, Bubs. His
uh,
teeth will not be missed.
I don't even know where I could put it on the floor then. Because I was just gonna put it on the first one up on that shelf. And then I was gonna put one. I guess I could put one like. How badly does it need to see?
It needs to be able to see your computer and sorry.
It
needs to be able to see.
It needs to see
Okay.
my.
Not computer. Sorry. It
The
needs
sensor.
to be able to see the center of your room, because that's supposed to be the center of your play space. Basically, however big the area between your 2 base stations are is your play space. And the most recommended thing is you have at least 1.5 meters for any VR game that's whatchamacallit? Basically any VR game where you have to actually like move around a lot and stuff like that. Like for example, H3 VR. I need at minimum 1.5 meters of space, which I definitely don't have. Which is why you keep hearing me bonk my fucking hands on shit and whatnot in my room. Whenever I play VR. But yeah, I need more space if I wanted to play H3 VR without, possibly destroying my limbs.
No, I could deal with space, small space, because I did with VR chat the whole time. So,
No.
I'm in the middle of deep cleaning my room, so my bed's not even in here. I've been sleeping in the guest bedroom. Oh, she put the wall up. Oh, that's good. If y'all remember a while back, one of the pipes bursted while I was at work, and my grandma's tinnitus couldn't hear the fucking flooding of water in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And I came home to hearing a sound. I was like, that's weird. She's like, I don't hear anything. I'm like, do you hear that? She's like, no, I don't hear anything. And I get closer and closer to my room. The louder it gets, I'm like, that sounds like water. That doesn't sound good. And then I realized it was water. I had to move my entire bed. That entire wall, from wall to wall, was just a section of my room was just, it was just like mucky, just, it was like swamped. And I was like, oh, lovely. So there was a bunch of towels, using a bunch of towels, and all the fans from the outside to the inside fans. It got all dried up. We had to carve out the wall. It was the same time that Billy came over to my house. It was roughly right before then, and I was like, hey, we need water before Billy comes over here. Because we had to cut the water off.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was an old pipe and it just bursted. Which is not really far for the course because this house is like what in its 30s.
I mean that's yeah.
So Robert got his laptop in the end, guys. It didn't blow up.
Yeah.
Nothing too special except for it almost blowing up and making him into Scarface, but you know, the more Disney inappropriate one. Get it? Because he's black.
You failed!
I did not. You know Disney. You know what Disney's been doing. I'm not wrong.
Wow. That's the joke you shot for?
I am running on like 2 brain cells, to be fair.
Ooh.
It's low hanging fruit and I'm picking it. Eat that low hanging
Yeah.
fruit.
The long and the short of it, my laptop was almost a bomb. I took it into the shop only to find out the guy went on vacation for a week after I had given it to him.
Look at these dogs. What's the dog doing?
Look at the dogs.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Too bad, Chad. This isn't for you. It's just random dog pics.
Yeah.
Why not for them?
Well, because I'm just streaming. I'm streaming this, so in the recording it shows the box form of our Discord.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What you could do is here. I'll show you.
No.
Well, I won't show you, but like what you can do
it
is
later. We'll talk.
see. So now that you're streaming, you click your watch stream, right? And then you can click on that, and then there'll be a button on. Hold on. There'll be a button on the bottom right that says pop out. You could just click that, and then once you stop streaming, it'll just show the box format anyways.
Oh, cool.
Huh. Yeah, there you go.
My name is what the dog doing? What dog breeds really do have distant
Man, those 2 brain cells are really struggling right now, huh?
Yeah. They were struggling when I started. So, let's talk about Maniac's topic of what specifically? What's your topic? Got it, Discord. Don't tell me that shit. Male loneliness. This is Maniac's topic and not mine. Even though we all probably will agree.
Yeah, my brain's been deep fried enough to completely forget about everything I wanted to say about this. So.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
We have
I can remember most of the points.
Alright, where's your point 1?
A lot of people seem to not give a shit about male loneliness, I'm noticing. That's like the first thing.
Well, yeah, obviously. Nobody gives a shit, and we have like, what, fucking a 50% suicide rate?
Yeah, I think it's 53%.
Really low.
Hold on. Suicide rates
In Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Anyway, the suicide rates in males
In Minecraft.
in
YouTube in Minecraft.
Because this is a problem that mostly affects the USA.
Yeah.
Men accounted for about 80% of U.S. suicides in 2021.
Jeez.
That's 80% of the suicides that happened. Let's see.
That's a lot higher than I remember. No, it wasn't 50.
Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the United States now.
80.
Awesome. Overall, the number of deaths by suicide increased 2.6% from 2021 to 2022, but decreasing among American, Indian, Alaskan, Native people, and youth. Let's see. Alright, so I'll have to do some of the math by myself because it's just showing me raw numbers. But basically, in 2021, the amount of males who committed suicide is 38,358. And the amount of females that committed suicide was 9,825. Yet somehow we cry over them. Let's not get political. Raw stats, maniac, raw stats. And in 2022,
what the dog?
39,255 males committed suicide, and 10,194 females committed suicide. So let's do the math. In 2021, since that's a smaller number, 9,825.
Bro, I was actually sitting here doing the percentage.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that's a 25%. Oh. Okay. So about 75%, like 75, 74.4-ish.
Gas station.
74.4% of suicides in 2021 were done by males. Yeah, we already know that. So 2022. Oh, so that other article or that other headline I read was a little incorrect, but it is what it is.
TF2 soldiers sick of skibidi toilets.
Anyway, so
Yep.
2021, 30, so 10, 194, divide by 39, 255. Okay, it's about the same-ish. Instead of 74.4%, it's now more like 74.1% of males are responsible for. I would say let's not say responsible. That's a
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a pretty bad way to put it.
But they make up. There you go. That's a better word. They make up for 74.1% of suicides in 2022.
Still incredibly high. Like, it's sad either way, male or female. But like,
do me a favor and look.
But yeah, a lot of men have been.
I didn't mean to click that. Well, I didn't mean it for the autoplay.
But a lot of males often account. What is it? Here, I'll search up again. Male loneliness. Male loneliness epidemic. There you
I
go.
wonder if it tells us assisted unalive. Why am I trying the PPG? There ain't no fucking point.
I was about to say, what
It's a much better
sensors?
YouTube video than than the way I'm explaining this. Basically, a lot of men are getting much more lonely. I think there was I forget the fucking statistic. God damn it.
You know how
Percentage of men with no
I don't
real
like getting
close
political.
friends.
I don't like getting political, but it's reminding me of like where like I hear.
Yeah. 30 years ago, a majority of men, 55%, reported having at least 6 close friends. Today, that number has been cut in half. Hold on. Fuck off.
I can hear a group of people saying, "Good, fuck men, they deserve to die."
That was the worst part too. There was
Yeah.
a YouTuber that was showing off, that was talking about it in their video, and then in response to their video on Twitter, all the comments are like, well, if men just stopped raping people, then it would be fine. Like, bro, dude, do I look like a rapist? Do I sound like a rapist? No. Don't fucking say anything, you stupid motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Well, well.
I already see the open door. Do not step through that.
I mean, you are descendant of a people.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I feel like that we're like that one podcast with the Asian dude and the white redhead.
Anyways, yeah. What?
Oh, it's not funny.
50% of men report having no close friendships at all. It increased to 50%. Men who said they had 10 or more close friends plummeted from 40% to 15%.
Damn, what the fuck
Christ.
happened in this world?
People don't want to talk to each other, especially men, because I mean, like,
Men are unfortunately.
we are the majority, so therefore, we are everything that is wrong with the world.
Yeah.
Not just that, but a lot of guys are taught very early on that
They
they
will
are
not
a
get help.
burden to others.
Oh yeah,
Not only are they a burden to others, they will not get any help for anything they do.
I grew
Which
up
is a lesson that a lot of therapists and whatnot are trying to like
fix.
push back on, or not fix, because that's not the right word, but they're trying to push it back, like that stigma. Like, yo, you can
Yeah.
ask for help, you can help other people out. And what is it? The rate of hold on. Percentage of men and women. How do I want to word this properly so I can get the fucking information I want? Percentage of men and women who
That sounds
seek therapy. There you go. That's the wording.
Would we even have a statistic of that?
That's a PDF. I don't want to see that. You know what? Maybe if the PDF is readable, maybe.
Looks PDF. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But like, that's like.
Oh, thank God. Women were more likely than men to have received any mental health treatment. Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah.
What? This is for 2020, so this is a couple years old. But this male loneliness issue goes back, I'll say, before the start of COVID. So like 2020, 2019.
I always thought 2017.
I have heard some people say 2017, 2016 is when it started. I can see that. I personally don't agree with it, but that's because I don't know the information too well off the top of my head for those years. So, you know, if I see some information that changes my mind, I'm definitely gonna change my mind.
I just like, it's kind of like fucked up. Well, I mean, I'm lucky enough to have like you guys and a couple of people and people I actually trust.
Yeah, that's what I was watching the YouTuber talking about this issue, and I'm like, man, I am so glad that I did not decide to just abandon that fucking server because I felt like a burden to everybody else. Holy fuck!
I'm glad you didn't either. I didn't. Well, no, I think I was aware of that incident.
That's one incident of many that I kept to myself. I do not talk about what's wrong with me, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've tried talking to you. I've fucking tried. It's like oh, it's like an eggshell. You just gotta peel it. His eggshell's fucking rock.
It's not an eggshell. It's onion.
I was about to say, I'm not a fucking. You see, ogres are like onions.
They have layers.
No, they have layers. But yeah, let me read this again. 19.2% of adults had in 2019. 90.2% of adults has received any mental health treatment in the past 12 months, including 50.8% who had taken medication for their mental health, and 9.5% who received counseling or therapy from a mental health professional. The percentage of adults who had received any mental health treatment in the past 12 months, so over 2020, because this was done in September of 2020, was lower among those aged 18 to 44, 18.5%, compared with the adults aged 45 to 64, 20.2%, and 65 and over, 19.4%. That's weird. That's actually really weird, isn't it? Like mostly younger people who advocate for seeking mental health.
Oh yeah. Well, on the news last night, there was some girl. No, it wasn't last night. It was like it was probably like last month actually. Never mind. Hold on. This is probably like last 2 months or whatever. Because I remember sitting at the table.
The brain rot is real.
And she was just aggravating for kids for to go talk to a therapist for mental health. And I don't talk about like some of the shit about my life, but like I kind of like, because I swear she was reading from a fucking script, which kind of aggravated me a little bit. My girl was like, "Well, no, it's good." I'm like, I've never been able to, like, the one thing you say you have a bad time, or if you say something, you get locked up so fucking quickly, which makes things worse.
Unfortunately, there are just a lot, even with like young people, like kids and whatnot. A lot of therapists are not great at handling, like, say,
it's not even just the
male
therapist.
patients.
It's not even just the therapist, because you can go and like talk to a counselor at school. Next thing you know, you are being sent to the mental hospital.
Yeah, and that's a big problem.
That is not an exaggeration. That's almost happened to me. That almost happened to me.
different times, James. That was like 2000s, right?
No,
2000s,
Yeah.
no, I'm
2010.
talking about when I was in this high school I was in, almost 4 years ago.
Wait,
They should be fired then. Fuck that.
fucking what? Yeah.
I'll
That is an
fucking name.
exception to the rule.
I'll name drop because one there was a
Don't name drop. No.
name drop.
fucking Officer Burrows ain't gonna ever hear this shit.
James, you just name dropped someone else who wasn't even involved.
No, he was. He literally told me if my grandma doesn't pick me up, they're gonna have to drop me off the mental hospital. I got tired and I confessed some stuff that wasn't really like.
What did you confess?
James, did you confess to the bodies in your basement?
No, like all jokes aside, I was not in a great mental space, and I just like the hatred for myself was a lot. Damn, why the fuck am I talking about this on a podcast? This is never how I thought I would address this online. Fuck.
We're talking about male loneliness and how men are mentally
'cause it's
getting
related.
fucked over.
It's
I know.
probably related, honestly. Like it's definitely probably something that's helped. That's
And the
Help
group
call it that.
the group that were in there were already like kind of unstable anyway. And so what happened is one of the members of the group counselor basically pushed the person to basically tell the names inside the group chat. And then
God
it got because they were in a different school, and then they got called over to my school, and I was sitting in the office, and I was told I need to go home. If my grandma didn't pick me up, they literally told me they were gonna have to drop me off the mental hospital, and I told them they can't do that. I'll just walk out. He's like, yeah, and then I'll arrest you. So, yeah.
It sounds more like Burroughs was just telling a very bad joke.
Oh no, he was. You know, Officer Burroughs, like he was. You know when he's joking and then when he's not joking. Because I literally asked because I'm like, my grandma was at work, so I was like, what if she can't take me? Oh well, we'll have to drop you off the mental hospital because you're unstable. So yeah, yeah, and
they'd have to get a government mandate to do that.
Nope,
but yeah.
apparently not. That's what I said, something like that. I'm like, y'all would have to get like fucking permission.
No, because they're not your legal guardians.
Yep.
They can't do that. They could pretend like they could.
A part of me really because this, I think,
Of course, that's not gonna help you now.
I think the new principal, Mr. Stone came. I'm fucking Mr. Stone. I'm still pissed off at you for telling me at the beginning of the year I could do something and then acting like you never said anything. I'm still pissed off about that. But
Bro said, yeah, sure, you can get away with that.
so this was
James, what the fuck are you doing?
So this was during the not Officer Stone, the new principal era of high school. And a part of me,
Your most new principals kind of suck at being
a part of me really wanted me to get dropped off the mental hospital so I could sue them. I'm not gonna lie, because a part of me like really wanted them to do that just so I could fucking just be like, you fucking idiot. Because you know how our school was, Robert. They cared about like how they looked versus how they actually gave a fuck about the children.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
And you know about all the other shit of people trying to call me a terrorist and shit, and they were ready to kick me out if I did not know. If I did not know the administrator that I knew, if I did not know the two administrators and I did not talk to them, and if my grandma wasn't who she was, I would have been kicked out of that school falsely. They were about to, falsely, which, like, I like, the other day I thought about writing them a fucking letter, to, like, being brutally honest. And, like, but, like, the first half of it, just making it, like, seem all good. And then just telling all the bullshit, which they wouldn't. They would read the first half on the but wouldn't read the second half. But yeah, no, yeah, that's why I kind of like laughed a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's good for you to go talk to somebody.
That was Kilo.
It's good for you to go talk to somebody and stuff. But like the problem is people that you go.
You have to be careful who you talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, because
you need people that you trust.
Which is why I recommend.
Yeah, you can have someone you trust, Robert. and just fucking go, then they just go ape shit on you. And plus, if like the school,
James, are you talking about me?
no,
Yeah, okay. Like, did you talk to you? There you go. Did you talk to your grandma about any of this at any point?
we have talked about it's a lot harder to talk to my grandma about it because it's different understandings of life.
Yeah.
I mean, I guys, I'm a lot better. You know, I'm a lot better. I swear. I might be going crazy because of work. Actually, I have been struggling recently, but you know, we're gonna ignore that.
No, we're not.
We're gonna ignore that.
We're gonna have a
No.
conversation
No,
about that
we
later.
aren't.
We are going to ignore that, and we'll talk about it after the podcast.
Okay.
But no, it's just like you can bring it up, and it's also the fucked up thing that like pisses me off a little bit too, is if somebody goes to if somebody like here, because that happened to my brother here, if you go and tell the hospital that so and so made threats to themselves, the hospital has to keep you for a mandatory like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, to ensure that you don't do anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like 100% against that for me personally because it would like I for
I don't know. That saves some people.
yeah, it saves
Yeah.
some people, but I'm not gonna lie, it would fucking reactivate my PTSD because of fucking CPS.
But here's the thing. They're keeping you to prevent you from harming yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I never would harm myself, and I know that. I know that.
You do. They don't.
Yeah, exactly. Jimmy, I hate to inform you, you are not the standard by many people.
I know I'm not the standard, okay? It's just like I personally like, but like the point that anybody could just say that, like somebody could be really pissed off at you and just don't want to see you for 3 days and say that.
Yeah, but guess what? After those 3 days, you can then just you can run their pockets. You can beat them down for it and go, hey, what the fuck?
That's like I never knew they could do that, and like it's like some people it will help. For me personally, I'm like that would trigger my PTSD so fucking quickly.
Well, it's a per person basis.
I know it's just because like see like I every now and then I still have nightmares about shit like that. I'm like I'm an adult. They can't like and I'm like they can't do it again, Jimmy. They can't do it again. Meanwhile, I had a dream that they fucking took me from my house. They took me from my fucking house and said they could do it again.
He said the nightmares that fucking gun owners have about their fucking Second Amendment rights, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're gonna take you and put you in CPS anyway, even though you're 22 years old.
No. Let me go.
No,
Let me go.
please. Or, man, this is gonna eventually evolve to like Jimmy dreaming that he has kids, and then CPS is showing up to take the kids from him.
Oh god,
What do you want from me?
I'm gonna have so many problems. But no, I'm gonna like shut up. Like Robert,
Like,
Robert, put your input in here. I'm done putting my input in here. I'm gonna start like sharing. I'm gonna start sharing shit I don't want the internet to know.
Yeah.
You're gonna give your entire life's backstory.
I'm still saving the whole history of why I hate my mom.
Jack in the Box personality versus Jack in the Box lore. You didn't have to cut me.
Dude, that's how it was in high school though. When we had student leadership and when Mr. Walker there, I hate that one girl that got him fired. I'm glad I'm glad that she had to stay away from school for 3 days because several girls were about to beat her ass, rightfully so.
Cut him. James advocating for violence?
Sometimes somebody needs to get a punch in the face. Maybe one or two, and that's it.
Look, I am an advocate for every teacher gets one.
No, not every teacher. Some teachers are.
No, if you know the podcast I'm talking about, it's like every teacher gets one combat action that is non-lethal. akin to student.
What did...
It's
I
like
cast Eldritch Blast. What?
Fucking bro pulls out a D&D book. Hey, 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 whoa, 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 no, no, no! I cast Shadow Realm. Ah!
I think that would
Honestly.
just be fucking Dimension Door or something.
I cast Dimension Door. Bye-bye.
I forget what this spell is. No, Dimension Door is the one that lets you make a door in the same dimension from two places that are within a range from each other.
I don't like for the
Uh,
fact that I don't want to talk about some stuff kind of proves the point of this section of the podcast.
It does,
yeah,
though,
yeah, it does.
Because you don't want to fucking talk about it, because we've been taught you're not gonna get help for this. You're not gonna fucking...
I used to struggle with that a lot more because I was taught that's like, you're a dude, you're not allowed to cry. You're fucking...
That's another thing too. Like,
Exactly.
you're not allowed to show emotion. You're not allowed to...
You have privilege.
You have to be both the anchor and also the captain, and also you are not allowed to have problems.
It's like, dude,
Because
you're
you're a
privileged. You
god.
don't have problems. You're a dude. You don't have problems.
This is
You-
why ships are female, guys. Alright,
and
joke aside.
it's like,
But yeah,
it's just stupid.
there's a lot of
And then you're
instances
also
where
the
a
problem.
guy.
You're the only way to make the solution, but you're also the problem, so they're not gonna trust you to make the solution, even if you did.
Like it's rough, man.
Dude, like, if anybody, like, in the future starts watching it get popular, they're gonna find this episode and be like, you guys fucking suck. I hope you kill yourselves.
Well, if you weren't a bunch of rapists, maybe then this problem would be solved so much quicker.
Yeah.
Excuse
That's always how it is. That's always how it is on fucking, like, Twitter and shit. I know Twitter's, like, the worst of it, so, you know, easy
Yeah.
pickings. But it
Dude,
represents...
don't go
But
to
it
the Twitter.
represents...
Don't go to the Twitter. That's-
There's
This is why I
always
reckon-
some
Only
fucking
on Twitter,
lunatic.
fucking- I'm literally only on Twitter for artists, and I get enough drama as is, dude. I don't want...
I
Pretty
have like
much.
I have a perfect story example of this, but I do not want the internet to know that.
Well, okay, buddy. You've now brought it up. We know it exists.
Okay, well,
Would you like to talk about it?
I'm gonna censor it because it's pretty fucked up. So something happened to me when I was 10 years old. Yeah. When I was in CPS, I was specifically in William's house. Don't know why you would. I don't know why you would take a 17-year-old who was accused of sexually assaulting a little girl with the youngest kid in the house in his room.
Christ.
Yeah.
Family trust.
No,
Infallible.
no, it wasn't family trust. They weren't related. Fucking the
Oh.
one. No one was.
Yeah, right. CPS.
He was CPS.
Right.
Government trust.
No, this was a group
Totally
foster.
infallible.
This was specifically a group foster home. You know what's worse is the church people that raised money and to help funded this place. They're Williams House.
That was
no-
a good move.
What sucks is they had no idea because the staff would act like innocent little people when
That's
they were
most CPS places, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like as
That's
far
another
as far as
epidemic we can talk about, honestly.
as most of the places I've been to and left have all closed down, come to find out. Which I'm like, yeah, that's probably for good reason.
Yeah.
One place shut down and a fucking tornado went through it and fucked the rest of it up. I was like, see, even you pissed off
That's
God.
karma.
You pissed off God even. If I ain't saying
Oh,
something,
Allah has decided to smite
All
you
right.
here
Depending
now.
on what version of God you're talking about, that's incredibly easy to do.
I know. But like you pissed off that. Like you did something so bad that like you left and then a tornado was like, "Oh, I got to clean up this shit." But something happened to me when I was 10. And I forgot about it because so much shit happened to me from when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like those years are compacted into like 10 years for me because so much shit happened. I just generally forgot what happened to me. And then I come back over here and then after a couple years, I was like, and then I remembered and that shit was like horrible. And and what was this? And then I was like, I have what I do is usually like I don't do it on the internet because I hate doing it on the internet because it's like I think the biggest reason I don't want to talk about it on the podcast or the internet is because I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, he's doing the the poor me thing, and
Yeah,
that's fun.
That's also another problem.
Oh, I know.
too.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Oh, woe is me. These are my problems. Well, I've had worse. Shut your stupid ass. Anyway.
Look, a lot of people have got to stop comparing trauma to each other. Like, I've had it bad. No, I've had it worse.
I'm like, you ain't fucking
And
helping.
it's like,
see, if you have something,
You are not assisting.
see the way the assistant, if you had something similar, basically tell them things that you did to help yourself when you were in something similar. If you want to do shit like that, like that's the when.
Yeah. It's one thing to like sympathize and go, hey, I was in a similar situation.
Hey, if you need anything, let me know. I have a couple things that might help. I don't know if they'll help you, but that I did that helped a little bit. See, that's different than going.
Yeah.
I have
the end all be all solution.
I suffered more than you.
I like how I'm
Why
stalling.
are you complaining?
I like how I'm
Also,
stalling so much about this story. I don't want to.
Look, if you
You don't
don't
wanna
want
talk
to
about it, you don't have
tell
to.
it,
I know.
yeah,
You could just tell the solution
Um.
that you
There you
made
go.
up if you want.
Oh, there was no solution.
Oh.
I just eventually got over it.
Humor Jimmy moment.
I just got over it. I just got over it. I mean, I still don't. It still haunts me
That's
a little
also
bit.
part of the problem.
Yeah.
It's still haunts.
eventually there's gonna come a point where we're just gonna have to take Jimmy to therapy and like
I
get
used to
a
go
actual...
to therapy. I quit because I didn't have enough money to afford it. And my therapist is like, "No, it's okay. I can always." I'm like, "No, but that's wrong. That's wrong because you get paid for this." And,
Yeah.
and so I haven't been. I have her number. Like I have her number in case things went wrong, and I've used it once. So like, I'm like, if things get really really bad, I'll call her.
That's glad.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she's also keeping up with the
Yeah.
patient to. Right, rock kicked in. Sorry, patient to doctor confidentiality.
She's making sure that even after you stop being a patient, you can still turn to her for help.
Yeah.
She didn't toss you onto the street and say, "You're not my problem anymore."
So the thing that
That's
happened.
what my old therapist did.
The thing
That's
that
why I don't see him anymore.
the thing that happened to me when I was a kid was technically sexual assault. I'm not gonna go into like specifically what happened, but no, my ass is fine. So it wasn't that.
Just your ass?
No, yeah. Anyway,
Well, yeah, his ass
Well, he is
was
kicked
was
up.
fine, but unfortunately, his mental got fucking
Maniac,
cracked.
you are referring to a 13-year-old Jimmy. I just want you to know that. Don't
I'm
ever
talking to you now.
fuck off. Anyway.
Okay.
And so I found out years later. I have this thing where I talk about my issues. Y'all know that. Maniac's known that. Like
Yeah.
that's literally how I introduced myself to that other friend group. Is I talked shit about my mom.
Yep.
I don't do that much often anymore because I try not to because some people like said some shit and I was like, oh cool, I can't.
Oh, buddy, if you want to talk, would you like to have a podcast where it's like we each go through any parental issues we've had? Because buddy, I've got 2 candidates lined up.
We could actually dedicate a podcast to just
Yeah, because you've got your mom, I've got
I'll be absent for that one.
I have 2. I have
I'll
a
be
sperm
absent.
donor. We'll get into the story about him eventually.
So basically I went to go talk about it again to make myself feel better about it. And
Yeah.
I was, sometimes talking to random people about random stuff that you'll never meet again also helps.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes you could just drop
and
information on somebody.
And I did that, and this girl came out of fucking nowhere and was just like, She's like, well, you're a guy, that doesn't count as sexual assault. And I straight,
Yeah,
It's
you
also
also
very
meet
true.
bastard bitches like that.
they, and I literally said I repeated how old I was, and then I also said that me and my personal friends have already said that was that, and then when she was starting to like fucking lose the argument, she fucking she said stop wearing it like a fucking trophy. I never felt so shitty in my fucking life, bro. That
That
was
is. And you know what the worst part is? That's what we used to say to fucking rape victims all the time.
Yeah,
That's the worst part. We used to say
because
that to rape victims a lot.
a
And
lot of
shit,
male.
and people still perpetuate that.
and,
Like her.
There are just people out there who believe that guys can't be raped because they're guys. When no, rape is. I hate. Rape is.
Hate to ruin your perfect world there, sugar puppy, but you know, rape's fucking
It
rape.
doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Rape is rape.
and I
Male
was
or
a kid,
female,
and I was a
doesn't matter.
kid, which is even worse.
Male,
that they
female, old or young, doesn't matter. Rape is rape.
to me,
Yeah.
I was a kid, which makes me a little bit more angry like about it. It's like, dude, I was like fucking a kid, and I'm remembering this shit now. And I don't think I generally don't think my mind was protecting me from it. I just think generally so much shit happened in my life. Like every now and then I'll remember something. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. And it's just
Oh yeah.
those which are supposed to be my impressionable years. So much shit
Yeah.
happened that I forget about it.
Well, it could be that your mind forgot about, or more likely, it's that your mind put a lock on that.
No, that's what me and my friend were talking about. I generally don't think I had a lot, because I've never had a problem with that.
Okay.
I've never had a problem with that, and that's just
Because I know.
Bro just says brain rot. That's all.
Yeah, like I think I blame the ADHD. You know, always my good example now for like the perfect example to prove male loneliness to those people that are just unwilling is that one girl who decided to be a man and eventually killed herself over it.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
A lot of people
I
have,
also don't like the response she got from like most other men, that he got from most other men, alongside the response I gave, which was similar, definitely not a high point of my life, was almost everybody there was like, yeah, that's how it is being a man. Get over it. You know, not exactly the greatest look.
Yeah, no, it's.
and then she killed herself. You know, I've noticed a lot of people don't want to bring it up because it proves a lot of people wrong, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that topic doesn't get up. The only reason I knew about it is because I accidentally stumbled across it, and that a lot of people don't like talking or referring to it because, you know, it's a fucking point. Because that same person that decided to be
it's valid.
That same person that was that decided to do that was a feminist who was against men. And then was like, you know what? To prove my point, I'm gonna disguise myself as a dude. And yeah, then they were like, oh shit, I was wrong.
It wasn't really they were wrong. It was more like, holy shit, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ignorance can lead to so many problems.
Because she believed men didn't really have it hard or had problems or.
And unfortunately, society has taught us that women are the ones who need care. Men are to give support.
No, it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. It's like,
yeah, I would say women are trying to push that notion back. It's like the men are strong, independent types, and men should be just left to the fucking dust.
Men should die. Yeah. Men should die is like the most.
I don't think they're that extreme, but they definitely are just gonna leave us to the dust. So
like that's I'd say men should die is like the crazed out absolute extreme end, where it's like the general consensus is like, well, a man should be able to stand on his own 2 feet and be independent and stable on his own.
Yeah.
When it's like there are a lot of guys who are just one bad day away, who are just struggling, but there's no one they can ask for help. They have to just silently just go about it.
That happened.
It's
But-
it's
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's fucked, but
I just realized I was muted. That reminded me of a video that I saw a couple years ago. I remember a video I saw a couple years ago. Is this before YouTube Shorts or right when YouTube Shorts were created? I can't remember, one or the other. And it was a dude, and he was it was a dude, he was trying to come out to like explain a bunch of shit to his girlfriend because he like kind of like finally broke down, and she literally just laughed at him.
yeah. And that fucks up a lot of guys. There are those who do finally like open up, and the first time they do, the person they open up to just shuts that shit down, or are completely insensitive, and that's permanent damage. They didn't hurt them physically; they hurt them almost spiritually, to their core. It's like there's a reason why there's a lot of guys out there who just don't want to be bothered because of shit like that. Because it's hard to open up when the first time you do, you're essentially shot for it.
If I was to sum it up, it would be just Batman just saying, "I'm Batman," like going too manly to the point that he's just starting to cry, saying, "I'm Batman." That's how I would describe the situation.
That's
God,
one way to put it.
God, we're almost at an hour.
Yeah.
That subject, like, oh,
We
yeah.
are over an hour, I think.
No, it's 57 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like within 3 minutes.
And the worst part is, I haven't even said everything I wanted to say about this. That's even worse. I just mostly just spouted out statistics and whatnot. I haven't even fucking.
You know what's funny is like we can go a little bit longer with this one because I don't think like last podcast, I don't think I have to edit it too much because we're talking about like subjects and not doing bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how the last two podcasts have been like dead ass serious.
We're like, yeah, goofy fun stuff, and then it's just the fucking. You know what? I'm gonna share the GIF I'm thinking of. Actually, hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna share the fucking GIF I'm thinking of.
That is not what I meant to press. That is not what I meant to
damn
press.
it.
And that's the end of it, boys. Thank you for tuning into the James and Fox podcast.
Yeah. See you in 2 weeks after that one.
That like this episode, like, I can't wait for someone to bring this up and just like I you know what I can't wait is because there's some asshole that would come in, find this deep information and then bring it up and then to try to like argue with me.
Hell yeah.
You know those people.
There's
Yeah.
always gonna be an asshole, but I could care less about one asshole if it meant like if there was just one person who looked at this and said, "Thank you," or "Hey, this helped me out."
A lot of people. That's funny enough. That, like I said, a YouTube video that made me think about this in the first place. There was a lot of comments that said that in that person's video. There was a lot of comments coming out about like, yeah,
Thanks.
I'm glad someone's voicing it. Thank you.
But that's the sad thing is like this world, we talk about equalness and it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no.
There is no such thing.
Doomer Jimmy moment.
But it's true. I'm not wrong.
The GIF.
I'm not wrong.
Look.
There is no equalness right now, and it won't be for a while. Yeah,
Yeah, that basically describes the fucking podcast episodes right now.
Should I like put him as the thumbnail?
if you want. You just have the fucking like dark face.
I was just like,
Yeah.
Or, you know what? No. Just have like a fucking podcast timeline. On the left side it's him laughing. On the right side it's us with the. It's just him with the face.
Yeah, he's laughing up to the exact moment where we start talking about male loneliness.
Yeah. Anyway, Maniac, this episode will probably be a little bit longer. Should we like put like there's no fundraiser for males? What am I thinking?
No, wait, hold on. Fuck, wait. There might be a charity or something.
Not for men specifically. No, the charity would just be for like mental health and whatnot.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
I think there's also.
Besides,
I
don't
know
think
there's
there's
something
nothing
in
right doing
YouTube.
something specifically for just for men. If I'm gonna be fair, sure this is a problem, but it shouldn't validate everyone else's problems.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
I think there's something in YouTube where you could put like the suicide hotline number.
188.
do we need to do that?
092. Is that it? No, I don't think
We
that's
can put it.
All right. Remind me when I go to upload it.
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
that
Maniac.
way, you know.
Manny, you got the floor. You got the floor. You got the floor. I'm totally not gonna sit here. And
I'm
cry.
trying to find the suicide hotline prevention.
It's okay to cry, Jimmy.
No, it's not.
Our tears are valid.
No, they're not. Nothing's valid. They're not valid. I'm gonna go eat a pillow.
Oh wow, they have a new suicide hotline thing apparently.
Wait, they do? Huh.
Yeah, that's a weird little rabbit hole. 988. You can just dial 988 on your phone apparently, and it will connect you to the suicide hotline prevention.
Oh, they actually shortened number. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they based it off of 911 apparently.
Makes sense.
I always thought 988 was for some. Oh, I'm thinking of 811. Sorry, that's for
There you
gas
go.
pipes. That's to get a gas pipe inspection, so you don't accidentally, fucking smash a gas pipe in your house and.
Yeah. Best case scenario, it was a water pipe. Worst case scenario, that was a gas pipe.
Well, it's been fun, guys. But yeah, 988 for the suicide hotline prevention now, which is awesome.
There you go.
And back to the point I was gonna make. It was mostly just about the response. I'm also gonna talk some more about statistics and stuff like that. Like, what was it? Mental health. Oh yeah, that's what I was fucking. That's why I have this PDF open. Mental health shit. Time for some more depression. So
boy.
September of 2020.
I feel wrong if I had
ratio
to
of
end it
men
inside that
to-
hour.
Ratio of men to women. I also noted the age. Yeah. The difference of age. But so 13.4% of men in the past 12 months from September of 2020. So like September of 2019 to September of 2020. But 13.4% of men received any mental health treatment. So anything. Right?
Yeah.
10% of them took medication for it. So 10%, that's even lower. And then 7.2% received any kind of therapy. Now, if we look that over on the women's side, about like a quarter of all women have received any form of mental health treatment. A fifth of all women took medication for it, and a tenth of all women took therapy. Now, I don't know if that's like a comment on therapy per se. It's like that is.
It could be a
significant drop
stigma
between-
against like
Yeah.
getting therapy. Because for some people, it's like it admits that there's something wrong.
I could see that. Yeah. Also, my stomach is trying to fucking murder me now, but I could definitely see that. And then
You know the song that TikTok is using, like drastically, the Mama's Boy. MAMABOY. That's all you hear from it. But the song is like a lot like more like hold on. Like let me pull up the lyrics.
Yeah.
Mama.
Don't pull out the official song. We don't want this video getting copyrighted.
James just starts playing the fucking song.
These are the songs like, hey, how do my plans fit in with yours? Oh, you're such a doll and I'm a boy. Where do my parents go? I'm not in Italy. Basically, it's just like his parents don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
They like vacation homes much more than they love me. You're made of plastic. I'm just blood. When I was born, you were produced. When I wish I was a toy, you say ha ha ha, and you laugh, and I cry. Half my heart is in your chest, and I'm not a mama's boy. I'll go see Italy. I'll go see Tuscany. If you could come with me.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that about?
Maximilian, what?
Oh.
Maximilian, what are you waiting for? Wait up for. Please come out and play with us some more. Lizzie Bell likes to stay in the house. Please come out and play with us now. And then it's just the mama's boy quote that everyone uses. That like kind of like. I was looking at the song and I was looking at the comments and they're like fucking again TikTok just fucking makes a song worse and not disrespects what it means. I'm like
Yeah.
And then when I first heard the lyrics, I heard them like wrong, and then I'm like, oh. When I was in the shower yesterday, I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
And then every time I see something about parents or something, I have the instinctual habit to just go, fuck you, Mom. Fuck you, Renee. But like, here's the fucked up thing. If she didn't do what she did, I wouldn't be me. That's the fucked up part that I've realized.
But here's the question about that. Would you say that's for the better or for the worse?
Well, let's see if she didn't.
That's the real kicker about it, isn't it? You never know.
I would like to think it's for the best because I've helped a lot of people along the way while helping myself. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take my dog out. I'm a little sad. Well, you know, wait. Let Maniac, you finish up.
Well, I guess we already talked about it enough, but just generally wanted to talk about like the response to that from like, Twitter and Instagram and all kinds of other places.
Yeah.
Stop being a little bitch. Get over it.
I still remember all those comments were like, well, if men would just stop raping, then we wouldn't have this issue. Or fucking shit like, oh, boo-hoo, men are crying about the problems they created. Like,
you gotta love how those type of people also ignored that there are 100% like female rapists out there.
Not even just fucking related to rape, dude. They're generalizing people.
Yeah.
Do I look like a rapist? Do you look like a rapist, James? Do you look like a rapist, Robert? No.
Even better question: how can you tell somebody is a rapist? What like conditions and whatnot do you have to be able to identify someone on sight?
Well, if they're raping someone currently, no.
Hey, Maniac, how you doing?
Hold up, wait.
Wait, hold up. Whoa, I'm calling you out. You can't call me out.
Wait, are you assuming I've raped someone?
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's just, I don't know. Anyway, with that note, guys, I'm pretty sure our next podcast episode will be a lot more positive.
Maybe.
Also, Teapot missed another episode.
No, Teapot wasn't supposed to come this one. I told Robert that.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Her mom's birthday is today. Also, happy birthday, the Teapot's mom.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. what an episode to give a happy birthday message in.
What a fuck.
And I said this to him yesterday, but happy birthday to my brother as well. He's probably never gonna hear this. But
I don't even think I'm gonna clip thing for the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah?
Should I?
I guess you could just be like the fucking clip where I say, do I look like I'm a rapist or do I sound like I'm a rapist? Do I sound like I'm a rapist? And then I fucking turn around.
I don't even think we could have that in the
fucking word.
Yeah, I don't think you can have that in the first 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, right. The YouTube censorship.
I don't know what you could clip for this one. You might just have to go straight in.
I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm gonna just drop the fucking.
Oh, what did we talk about? Oh, laptop adventure.
Yeah.
You clip the moment where he's on vacation for a week.
He's on vacation for a week. Yeah.
That shit got me fucked up for a while.
All right, everybody. This was Souls in a Box podcast with Maniac, Robert, and myself, Jack in the Box James.
I wish I had better things to say if it was more fresh on my mind, but
Yeah.
Just
a little bit longer episodes than we usually do, which is just 10 minutes extra, not much.
Also, like, I'd say this is probably, like, where this just shows there is no topic that's truly off the table.
Oh, yeah. Wait until we start talking about
if you're
Christian
light,
and
we
stuff.
we'll handle it. Yeah. So.
We'll talk about anything, guys. So if we get popular and somebody gives us a subject, we'll look into it. Might not always happen.
Thoughts on circumcision? No.
So what about Hitler?
That's pretty
Man,
easy.
if only we could have shot him more.
Only if we could have put a couple more bullets in him before the Russians
never got
did.
the chance to put a bullet in him.
I know, the Russians fucking dragged his body through the fucking mud.
The Russians didn't kill him either.
No.
He disappeared.
No, they drug what presumed was his body across.
It's so odd because for one of the most infamous men to have ever lived, you'd think that we just have the body.
We would have
somewhere.
defined proof. Oh no, the body was so fucking mangled. The body that was there was so fucking mangled they couldn't fucking identify it. And what didn't they do like a DNA test not too long ago on it? I swear I remember them doing a DNA test on the body, or the body that they did have.
I
don't remember. That was
Hitler
a while ago.
Wow.
body ever
There's the clip, guys.
Well, okay, that's not gonna make sense though.
No.
Oh! They did find him, but it's not the mangled body. Holy shit. What happened? Adolf Hitler, Chancellor and Director of Germany from 1933 to 1945, committed suicide via gunshot on 30th of April 1945 in the Führerbunker in Berlin after it became clear that Germany would lose the Battle of Berlin, which led to the end of World War II in Europe. So he shot himself.
Yep.
Was it?
Yeah. I
What? Bro, who said that? That's kind of rude, man. Anyway,
Yeah. He shot himself. You did not know this?
I thought he just disappeared.
No, he
I thought we
fucking
presumed he shot himself.
damn!
He just
We are
disappeared.
failing in English history. Jeez.
English?
Sir,
It's fucking...
You mean world history?
World/American history. We are failing horribly. Jeez.
In world history? Well, okay, sorry, no offense, but everything before the 1800s isn't even fucking interesting, dude. Like, come on. We
some
barely
interesting
had
stuff.
musket rifles in the fucking 1700s, and look at us now, 200 years later. Like, 200 to 300 years later, we're shooting... Yeah, like, we're fucking... We literally have a fucking anti-air cannon that can pump out 2 pounds of copper at any enemy aircraft in a second.
All right,
Hey, do you want to talk about the machine gun grenade launcher?
All right,
Yeah,
everybody. We're gonna end this podcast. This subject will be for another episode. I, Maniac, and Robert wish you a wonderful day. If you need help, please call the hotline that's in the description.
And on screen now, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna do that.
I'm gonna forget to do it. I'm gonna forget to do it and look like an asshole. You asshole.
I will try to remind you at work.
You'll probably remember while you're doing the audio.
I don't actually like. I just skim over it now because like we're doing like so well now that like I don't actually have to make edits to Maniac anymore, which is surprising. Oh yeah, first podcast. I'm editing you, outing you again. This motherfucker spoke in like there were so many gaps between some of his sentence. I edited it and made him sound like a normal person. He wouldn't be able to tell. He wouldn't be able to fucking tell. He would just say, "Oh yeah, no, I sound like that." I'm like, "No, there was a and and there's a problem, you know."
Well,
And
because
then,
I'm trying to think about my sentence, okay? I want to make myself look as presentable as possible, alright? Because if I just talk normally, then I just sound like fucking XQC, dude.
Yeah,
If I talk normally, I just sound like
you know,
I don't.
I've tried to end this podcast 3 times. We need to stop. I will see you. Bye bye.
Take care. Also,
Yeah.
what can I do in XQC?